I'm Cheresh.
And I'm Isis. And we created this podcast to empower, uplift, and connect with people just like us.
Having conversations about everything from self-love, conquering fears, and setting boundaries, we will tell our truths
with full transparency. It's litty more lit than a titty. Litty more lit than a titty. One day, we were sitting in the park, and we were like, let's do a podcast.
And full transparency was born. Oh my God.
Today is day one filming Full Transparency podcast with Isis and Cheresh.
What it do, shawty?
Hey, we're about to take a shot because we're a little tense. All right, let's take the shot. To episode 1 of Full Transparency.
And many more episodes to come.
Yay.
Ew. Yikes.
Woo.
Casamigos.
All right. Damn, that thing got my sternum hot.
Yeah, got my little chest hot.
So, are you gonna start? I feel like you do a good job at
Introducing us.
opening, yeah.
Okay.
Because I feel like I come off a little too hype. I feel like the hypeness has to come in after the nice, calm intro. Wow. This was never recording.
Not wow.
Right. Wow. At least that was recorded.
Yeah.
I like this like angle situation.
Yeah.
I feel like that's really good. I think we look good. Your lashes look nice.
Thanks for having me yesterday.
I low-key want to take my glasses off, but then I kind of can't see them.
So, it's the first episode of Full Transparency.
Yes.
Welcome. I'm Cheresh.
And I'm Isis. Welcome to our podcast.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, this is so exciting to say. Oh my goodness. This is like the first day. This is a long time coming. We've been planning and really diligent about this. So I'm happy that we are finally here.
Yeah, it's time to execute. So,
Yeah.
for our first episode, we're just going to tell you guys a little bit about ourselves. Just ask each other questions. So I'm going to ask Isis a question, and then she's going to answer it. And then I'll answer it, and then she'll ask me a question. And we'll just go back and forth like that and like expand on the questions. Get a little deep, not too deep. Hopefully no tears, but
No crying. I don't think mine will strike any tears, but we'll see. I don't know what you have over there. So
I'm emotional, so
I'm emotional too. So we might end up actually crying on this
Yeah.
podcast today.
and hopefully you'll cry with us. So it's fine.
Yeah.
So do you want to go first? Do you want me to go?
Okay. So I've asked this question before, and everyone has a different opinion, but I would love to hear your take on it. What are some things you think that sound like compliments but are actually insults? Right off the bat.
That's like, yeah, you're really getting into it. For me, it's always, you're pretty for a black girl.
Oh my God, that is the first thing that came to my mind when I thought of this, but keep going.
I remember this one specific time when I was working at the bank with you. So this guy came in, and he was like, you're so pretty, what are you mixed with? And I was just like, I'm black. And he was
He's really like, oh my God, I can't believe it.
yeah, and he was like, when someone asks you if you're mixed or what you're mixed with, you should say yes, because that's a compliment. I said, no, that's not a compliment at all.
That's not a compliment. And I don't understand why people will make it seem like you have to be mixed to be beautiful, or that like you have to, if someone comes up to you, be like, oh, you're pretty for a black girl. That kind of makes it seem like black people in general just aren't
pretty.
equally as pretty when there's tons of black people that are popping, like just black, they African, whatever they are, they just look good. For like sure. So, and that definitely goes with the first one that I was thinking, like, you're pretty for a black girl. The other one I had is, your hair is pretty, you must be foreign.
Oh no.
I used to get this one all the time in middle school, like, and yes, my mom is West Indian, but to start, like, I used to be like, nah, like, I'm nothing, because at the same time, yeah, she's Caribbean, but I felt like it was always just so rude to be like, oh, just because your hair is pretty, you must be foreign. Like, that's something we have to dead in 2022. Please. Black girls have pretty hair, and guess what? Some black girls have longer hair or hair just as long as foreign people. I've seen black women with hair all the way down to their butt, and it's theirs. So like, we
need to stop assuming that just because you're black, you don't have pretty hair or pretty features, or you're just not pretty.
And also with that, assuming that people that wear wigs or get braids in their hair and stuff, that their hair is not as pretty or not long or anything like that. And also, last thing I'm gonna say, I know I'm going in, your hair does not have to be long to be pretty. I say it again. Your hair does not have to be long to be pretty. Okay.
And you don't have to have long hair. Everybody does not like long hair. Long hair is not for everybody.
Just like straight hair is not for everyone. Volume is not for everyone. Some people don't like curls. Personally, I love curls. I feel like they look so good. They look so juicy. But I also love straight hair. So
it just depends on the person.
We got to learn to appreciate different ethnicities and different people for what they are and their own uniqueness.
I agree.
That's
definitely.
my opinion. So what's your question?
So have you always liked your name?
So I did, and then I went through a phase where I really didn't at all. And then now I'm in the phase where I really appreciate my name. At one point in time when I was working at Applebee's, I was like 17. It was Veterans Day, and that was the day that really did it for me. Mind you, I worked in Middletown. I'm sorry, no shade to anyone, but there's a lot of white people in Middletown. And down there, they tend to be, a little bit more rude, or I don't want to just say racist, because not everyone that's rude for a moment is technically racist, but y'all know what I'm saying. They were a little racist to black people. So with my name being Isis, and at the time there was like the whole ISIS and the terrorist group, and like there was just a lot of military people, and they were going ham. Like, I left there crying. Wow. But now in life, I really like my name. So for those of you guys that don't know, Isis means the Egyptian goddess of fertility. I don't have no kids, but I feel like I'm very motherly. I don't know. It's something with my name, but I don't know. I like being tied to a goddess. What about you? How do you feel about Cheresh? I love it, Cheresh.
So when I was a kid, I hated my name. Like, my middle name is Camille, so I wanted my first name to be Camille.
You look like a Camille middle name.
Because I thought that was just so cute. But I think I didn't like my name because everybody would butcher it because it's not spelled like the word Cherish. So I used to always get Cheresh or Cheresh.
Okay.
And it just really used to irk me. So I'm like, if my name was Camille, my life would just be so much easier. So I didn't like it. But like, now, like, I don't know any other Cherish. Like, I know there's other Cherish spelled regular, but there's no other me. So
Cheresh. Get it right.
Not I.
Cherish.
Yes.
Speaking of, follow her workout page on Instagram at Cherish Your Body.
Shameless plug.
Yes.
You know. I'm gonna get you right, so follow me.
Yes, follow her. Her body is popping. Follow both of us on Instagram. My Instagram is 2_CONAMORISIS. And then again,
Cherish Your Body and _ Sincerely Cherish, but they'll be in the description below. Your turn? Yeah.
Okay. So, what is your favorite thing about your personal character, and what is your least favorite? Okay,
I'll start with least favorite, and I'm gonna look away. Like, this is really bad. I'm selfish as hell. Like, I'm very selfish. I'm very self-centered.
Are you an only child?
No, but I'm the youngest by 6 years. So I pretty much grew up by myself.
You're the baby.
And I'm the only child between my parents. So, like, I have, like, half brothers and sisters. So I'm very, like, I'm worried about me. Like...
My name is Cheresh, and it's about me, bitches.
It's about me. Like, I treat people how I want to be treated rather than how they want to be treated. It's very hard for me to learn other people's love languages because I just, like, project mine onto theirs. I have a habit of, like, when somebody's talking to me, responding with a similar situation that happened to me.
Yeah.
Like, because I feel like it's relatable, but it's...
But then you realize, like, sometimes, like, people give you that look like...
It's not about you.
Yeah, it's not all about you. Yeah. I have that same issue. Like, maybe not, like, to the point where it's, like, my least favorite thing about me, but I definitely do that same thing where sometimes when people ask me things and, like you said, I'll respond saying... something that happened to me, and then I'm like, holy crap, I'm making it about me.
And it's not about me.
And that rubs people the wrong way, but I mean.
Yeah. My favorite thing about me, I would say, I'm, like, very resilient. Like, I go through, like, a lot of, like, just mental health issues. Like, I be, like, really down, but I never stay down. Like, I'm always, like, ready to, like, get up, get past it, keep it moving. Like, I'm not afraid to cry because I feel like that just releases everything that I'm feeling, and then I can just move on. So, like, yeah, so resilience is, like, my favorite thing. And then I'm getting a tattoo that says metamorphosis right here because I feel like I'm always in transformation, and I really appreciate about myself. Like, I always say, like, I'm not the same person I was 6 months ago, not even a month ago. Like, I'm always changing, and I never want to feel stagnant. Like, I want to continue to grow. So
yeah, I think that's one of my favorite things about you too. Like, I tell you this a lot, you are very headstrong. Like, in a lot of situations where I probably would have folded, example, ice cream, and, like, being consistent with working out, like, Cheresh goes ham.
I try.
You go ham. That's honestly an inspiration. I really hope that one day I can be a little bit more what is it, like, a little bit more, like, stronger in my decisions, like, standing on them, not, like, flexing so much and be like, oh, okay, but this one time. Yeah. I give myself a lot of leeway. And I think that's one of the things that I don't necessarily like. I tend to feel, like, really overwhelmed easily. Yeah. And that's one thing that I don't like about myself. Like, I have to learn to take things one task at a time. Because when I look at a day, right, and I know I have to do laundry, I have to do... like, try to do a YouTube video, I want to do a photo shoot, I also gotta walk my dog for an hour, like, just those simple tasks in a day. Well, let me not even say simple, because they're not, when you think about it, it takes a lot of energy out of you. Like, if you have ever tried to, like, do a TikTok or do your own photo shoot, it is a lot being your own hairstylist, makeup artist, and photographer and model. That's a lot. That's like 4 hours in itself of just effort to get the shoot started. So sure. I think for me, I hate the fact that I tend to get overwhelmed so easily, and then it's like my anxiety takes over, and then I end up only being able to complete maybe like 1 or 2 things. And it's like, yo, I have a whole day. Like, why can't I do more? So that's one thing I don't really like about myself, but I'm really trying to work on. My favorite thing about me, and I mean, I guess this kind of goes into my character, maybe, like, my heart. I feel like I'm really genuine. I feel like I care a lot, man. I care. You do, and you're such a sweetheart. Like, you're literally like a ray of sunshine. Like, you're so, like, energetic and upbeat and just inspiring, really. Like, oh, thank you. I'm not like this all the time, so y'all understand that I'm also human. And I have my days where I'm not the nicest person. I'm not the most fun to be around. My facial expressions are crucial, and they might slice you like a knife, baby. But I love, if I fool with you, I fool with you. Like, for sure. You're my peoples, then I got you. So, oh, that was a good question. It was. I mean, that was your question. Yeah, that was my question. Sorry, not about you. Me trying to take credit. You see, do it all the time. Okay, so what is your earliest childhood memory? This is hard.
Same.
So the reason why this is hard is because I played softball. I also played volleyball, but I played softball like all my life, and I was kind of rough, and I got, knocked upside the head a couple times.
Not losing your memory.
Yes, me losing my memory at 25. What is it? Is it dementia or Alzheimer's? Dementia? Is that dementia?
Don't get me to lying. I think it was both.
Listen, you know what? That's a sign. I need to stop talking about that anyway.
Yeah.
Listen, just know my memory is not the best. I feel like one of the first things that, dang, I don't know. You go first. Let me think about this. What's your first earliest childhood memory?
My earliest childhood memory, I want to say I was like 3. And
3?
Yeah. Dang. And I remember like my daycare I remember before that. So I want to say like 2.
2?
Yes.
2 years old?
Yes. Like at my daycare, my daycare lady was like, her name was Miss McKeon. And I just remember being at her house playing on the computer. And yes, I used to play on the computer at 2 years old. I was very advanced. Like,
I can see you now on there playing Miss Pac-Man.
Like I was legit on the computer at 2 years old. Like, couldn't pull me off a computer.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And I was eating like regular food.
And that's your earliest memory?
Yeah, just being at her house.
I feel like my earliest memory doesn't start until I was like 16.
Not 16.
Like, I remember, okay, so this kind of sucks, but like, you know how sometimes like if bad things happen in your life, they take over the good memories?
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes that happened. Like, I feel like I had a lot of moments where I was like, just going through like emotions in my own head, a lot going on, like, just in my life. I was young, but it felt like a lot that was going on, But I feel like, okay, so we're just gonna go with 16. I remember one time my mom took me driving, and she was teaching me how to do like this 3-point turn. And I backed, if y'all went to Christiana High School, y'all know the fences by the tennis court. I literally backed my car all the way in through the fences. I don't know why that stands out to me so much. Like, I remember like softball and stuff, but like as like a little kid.
Yeah, no.
Not really. 2 years old?
Yeah. Like, I remember...
Have you ever had a concussion?
Girl, I didn't play sports. I was on the computer.
Yeah. That's why. Your brain is pure, man.
Yeah. I remember, like, daycare. I remember preschool. Like, I can imagine the whole scenery at preschool where I used to play. I remember, like, learning Spanish in preschool. I remember nap time. I remember elementary, I remember kindergarten because I met my best friend, who's still my best friend. Shout out to Aaliyah, I know you're listening. And yeah, I remember like traveling to Florida. I remember like we used to take road trips to Florida. I remember all of that. I remember going to amusement parks. We used to do that every summer. I remember having sleepovers, like with my...
Oh, you had an eventful childhood.
Yeah, like my entire family would come over to my house and sleep over.
So it sucks because my mom, if you're listening, no shade to you, but my mom like will bring up, she'll be like, oh, you remember we did this, we went here. I'm like, girl, I don't remember none of that. I don't remember none of it.
Yeah.
And like we have like some pictures, but never true pictures of us doing these activities.
Yeah, so you're skeptical. Like, did we really do that? Or
did we really do this? Or you try and pull one over on me? Don't play. Don't play. Wow, that's cool. I'm glad you can remember that far back. I'm kind of honestly a little like, I don't want to say jealous, not jealous, but I wish I could remember that far back.
It's like the middle of my childhood is like blank.
Yeah.
But like that far back I can remember, and then I can remember like stuff that just happened, but like college is a little foggy. High school is a little foggy.
Yeah, high school is a little foggy for me. Like I remember my life in like clips and like moments.
Yeah, I agree.
Which is like a little concerning. Because, okay, sidebar. You ever been in an argument and like you argued about something and they're like, yo, you said this? I'm like, dog, I don't remember none of
it. Yes. Oh my gosh. That happens to me all of the time.
This is my life all of the time.
Gosh.
Me and my girlfriend will be talking about something. She'll be like, yo, you remember you did da-da-da. I'm like, what?
No.
I never did that.
I never said that.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Yo, you're tripping. Come to find out, I'm sure if you run the tapes back, I probably said it or did it. But, I'm going to stand on what I said. I said what I said. And I said I don't remember.
Yeah.
I said I ain't do it. All right, so I think is it your turn? My turn?
Your turn.
Okay. What is your sign, and do you feel it genuinely suits you?
Okay, so before I answer that, let's take a brief pause for a message for our sponsor. Full Transparency is sponsored by Anchor.
Anchor makes podcasting easy. You can upload and edit clips and schedule postings all in one place.
Anchor also distributes your podcast to both Apple Music and Spotify.
Did we mention it's free? If you're looking to create a podcast, get started with Anchor today. I'm about to pour us another shot.
Go ahead.
Girl, we about to get...
And then I'm about to be in here slurring my words.
Look at that bad bitch. It's me, bitches.
Oh my god. You're fucking hilarious.
It's the shot. It's the Casamigos.
Okay.
You ready for shot number 2?
No.
Alright, you ready?
Oh my god. Ice, this is a
Shot number 2 for the podcast. Ready? We can take half. I feel
with the question.
I feel open. I don't know.
Oh my
Should
God.
be this open. No. Okay. Oh, the
God.
sign.
I'm so happy.
I'm happy we did this. We're doing this.
This has to go on the montage too. We're drunk as
Lit. I honestly feel like I can go to the club and just start fucking it up. Like,
I've seen you fuck it up. I used to yeah, you would definitely fuck up the club. Oh my goodness. I cannot. I literally cannot. Let's just start over. I'm fucking drunk! Okay. Put it together.
this is not a part of the plan. Yeah.
Put it together. Okay.
What is it good for? Absolutely nothing.
Oh my god. Because that last shot was like 3. Okay, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Okay, we are now back from the break from our sponsor. The question that I had for you was, what is your sign and do you feel it genuinely suits you? And what is your birthday? You know, we like birthday shout outs out here. So what's your birthday?
Okay, so my birthday is April 28th. I was born at 2:21 a.m. So I am a Taurus sun, a Gemini moon, and Aquarius rising. And I definitely think that my sign suits me. Like, so, not gonna lie, there's like 2 types of Tauruses. Like, there's like,
My mom's a Taurus.
there's like the weird ones. And then there's like the cool ones. And I'm a cool one. But there are definitely ones that are like attention seekers. And like, and
I feel like you
Excuse
stay
me.
in your lane. But I
Yeah.
feel like you ride your lane well, but you stay in your lane.
like, I'm very like cool, laid back, nonchalant. Like, I don't try to be all in the mix. Like, I'm very stubborn. I'm very bad with authority. Don't like people to tell me what to do. Like, it's really funny. My mom will tell me something and I'm like, don't tell me what to do.
No.
And she'll know exactly that I'm about to tell her, don't tell me what to do. Like, I'm just really, I just can't do the authority thing. I
Yeah.
don't like anybody feeling like they can just rule over me. Like,
Man, I promise y'all, deep outside of all this, she's so sweet.
no, like, I am a sweetheart, but don't tell me what to do.
You're sweet. I feel like, and we've talked about this before, I feel like your face makes people feel like
yeah.
you are not sweet.
Definitely.
But Cheresh is literally so, number one, she's goofy as hell. If y'all know me, y'all know I can't like even be friends with somebody that is like too uptight or
Yeah.
that's too like serious because I'm so goofy. Yo, Cheresh is honestly a freaking clown, bro.
Everybody says that. literally everybody says that, but I'm just I have this one coworker and she really thinks I'm the funniest person ever, and I'm just like, I'm just being myself.
Yo, I have the same interactions. People are like, yo, Isis, you are literally so funny. And I'm like, dog, I just say what I feel. Like, I'm just being myself. So,
but yeah, I definitely think my sign suits me, like, for sure. Like, I'm a Taurus through and through.
Yeah.
And my mom has said that since I was like a kid, because I've always been stubborn. Like, it wasn't even something like I've grown into. Like, I've been, oh, it's my way or the highway. Like, I'm not having it. if I don't like what's going on, oh, it's giving no.
It's
like,
giving absolutely not.
A hard no. And like, you can look at me with the puppy dog eyes and cry your little crocodile tears and no.
No.
Yeah, just
the simple answer is just no, people.
And the long answer is also
no. So my sign is I'm a Leo sun, Leo moon. So proud to say I love my
Leo.
Yo, I'm a Leo from beginning to end. But then my rising sign is Gemini, which I can what is it called? I can relate to, because I do feel like there are different sides to me for sure. And I also feel like, you know, Geminis get a bad rep. I'm not gonna lie, at one point in time I put a bad rep on Gemini because everybody sees them as two-faced. Yeah. But also, if you take out the negative connotation of it, like, it's also just about having multiple sides to yourself, which I feel like everyone kind of has. Yeah. So for me, I really resonate with it because Leos, listen, they be in the limelight, baby. They be in the light, and they're ruled by the sun. And I genuinely am a person that, if you know me, I have said this, I literally feel like I am fueled by the sun. When I go outside and it's sunny, I tell you, boy, I'm gonna have a good day. Yeah, if it's raining, boy, I'm crying. Yeah, literally. I resonate so much with being a Leo, and honestly, I'm happy to be a Leo. I love it, man. I love it.
Yeah, so like, when I was younger, I used to read things about Taurus about really liking to be outdoors. And, you know, like I just said, I used to be on the computer. I was in the house. But, like, I want to say like a year ago, I started, like, just sitting outside. And I'm like, wow, I feel, like, really good. Like, I feel grounded. So, like, outside is, like, my safe space now. So, I definitely think that's true. But for the people that aren't really into zodiac signs, I'm just going to, like, read you what, like, the sun, moon, and rising is. So, the sun, well, I'm using the app CoStar. If you guys don't have it, you should get it. It's very interesting.
It's a good app. I used to have it. I deleted it because I have no more space on my phone. But it's a great app.
That and Pattern will read you to filth. But
Pattern, honestly, Pattern could ruin your day, to be honest.
But it's a good app. It's a good app. So the sun is, it says the sun determines your ego, identity, and role in life. It is the core of who you are, and is the sun you're most likely to already know. And then for your moon sign, it says the moon rules your emotions, moods, and feelings. This is likely the sign you most think of yourself as, since it reflects your personality when you're alone or deeply comfortable. And then your ascendant, which is the rising sign, is the mask you present to people. It can be seen in your personal style and how you come off to people when you first meet. Some say it becomes less relevant as you get older. It changes every 2 hours, so if it doesn't make sense, text your mom to confirm your birth time. So yeah. So if you don't know the time you were born, you won't get your ascending sign, but
yeah, because it really makes a difference. Because at one point in time, I thought I was born at a completely different time, and like my whole chart was different. Yeah, and I was just kind of like,
this isn't me.
It's not really adding up. It's not giving Isis. It's not making sense. But now that I understand like what my chart is now, it makes a lot more sense. And so since she schooled you on that, I'm gonna school y'all a little bit what it is to have your sun and your moon in your same sign. So for me, people born with their sun and their moon in Leo are strong, determined, and very focused. These natives are the most interested in building a good reputation and having as much success as possible. When first meeting them, you'll notice they're positive, energetic, and always in a good mood. And again, if you know me, it's one of them things, if you know, you know. I feel like that's me to a T. Yeah. I'm in a good mood 90% of the time you see me. When I'm pissed off, though, I'm pissed off. But most of the time, I'm in a good mood.
For sure. I can concur.
I can concur.
I can concur. So my next question is, if you could only wear one color for the rest of your life, what would it be?
It's so hard because my favorite color is orange, but I love pink. And then I also love like nudes and like earth tones and browns. And so honestly, I would say if I had to wear, I'm not gonna pick one color, I would say earth tones.
That's not a color.
Okay. One color for the rest of my life. Not gonna lie, I've been buying a lot of green lately, and I feel like green is like my
Your
soul.
color. Okay.
Like I feel like it just packs a punch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What color would you wear?
Black.
Black?
For sure. Like, I don't even have to think twice about that. Black. Like,
oh, but that's a good one.
You can do like a sexy black look. You can do a chill black look. Like, black is just
like universal.
Like chef's kiss.
360.
Like, every time I put black on, like all black on, I'm like, it's that bitch again.
It's me coming through again.
Like, she's here. She's
hello.
present.
It's me, Cheresh.
Yeah.
Resh. Thank you.
Like, period. I
feel
black.
that. I like black too. But for me, I think my personality is so colorful. Yeah. I need a color. Like, I would have to. I would have to. So I think green, honestly, green makes me feel like a bad bitch. It reminds me of money, and it means, like, honestly, my past birthday, turning 25, I really had the mindset of, like, I'm on go. Everything is, like, green light go. So that's why I just been wearing a lot of green, getting in that mood, like, yo, just no breaks. And since then, I mean, again, it's all mental. You could do whatever you put your mind to, regardless of wearing a color. Like, you know, that doesn't really matter. But for me, you know, I gotta mentally trick myself out a little bit. Since then, I have literally been working so hard to make sure that everything is in line. You know, as far as, you know, my website, my merch, just everything. So green, I like green. And honestly, the color for Leo is like Peridot or something like that. And I think that's a green anyway. So again, the stars align. I'm a true Leo. All my Leos, shout out to y'all. I love y'all. I fuck with y'all, Leo gang.
Shout out to Tauruses. We cool for real. Unless you're the weird attention-seeking ones, then I disown you, and you can choose another sign.
We do not bangs with y'all.
We do not bangs with y'all, but the chill ones, we love you guys.
We love you. Big hearts to the Tauruses out there.
Yeah.
So what's your next question?
That was my question. It's your turn.
I thought we were talking about the sign.
No, we were talking about what color.
Oh, the color. Dang. How we get back into the sign. This is parts of me making it about me again. That's my Leo coming through. If you know, you know. Leos also sometimes demand attention. We just kind of step into it. We don't mean to, but you know, we just like tiptoe in there.
I know a few Leos that need to be the center of the party for sure.
I don't know what it is. It's just, it feels right. Okay, so what problem or situation did TV make you think would be common, but when you grew up, you found out it wasn't? Like, what picture did television paint for you? Like, oh my God, life is gonna be this. And then once you got there, you're like, bitch, it's not even this.
I have a
This
big
ain't
one.
That.
Like high school, like with the lockers being outside.
Yo, high school.
I just knew when I got to high school, my locker was gonna be outside, and I was just gonna be like walking through. It was gonna be this big, like, nice school. No, wasn't the case. High school was not okay. I don't want to say high school was like the worst 4 years of my life, but
it wasn't the best.
It wasn't the best, because if that was like the peak, that's shitty.
Yeah.
Like, so no.
The only thing I love about high school was, again, when I played sports. Yeah. Like that, I wish I could go back. Softball has no like professional career really, so there was no room for that in, I guess, life somewhere. Yeah. But that's one thing that I do miss, just being active, playing sports all the time. Like, that was just like, I don't know, that was a big part of me. Yeah. But I also said high school. If you know, you know. Watching High School Musical, they made it seem like life was just about to be lit. Yeah. 8th grade, I could not wait to get to high school. Yeah. I was sleeping the night before high school, like transitioning the summer from 8th grade to 9th grade, I was sleeping. I went to sleep at like 7 o'clock, no lie, because I was like, I'm going to high school tomorrow. My locker is gonna be waiting for me.
Yeah.
And there's gonna be good food and just all this other stuff. Man, I got there.
Disappointed.
And then on top of that, we live in Delaware, so we really wasn't about to have no pop in high school unless you went to like a trade school or like APO.
I went to a trade school.
Oh, what trade school you went to?
I went to Del Castle. Wasn't lit.
Wow, I could so see you at Del Castle for some reason. You really strike me as like
a Del Castle girl.
Yeah, I went to Del Castle.
That's an insult. So
I went to Christiana.
Oh really? That was like 2 minutes from my house.
And I went to Pencader my freshman year, and then I transferred 10th grade to Christiana. And you know, shout out to all my Vikings out there, man. Class of 2014, we lit.
Wow. I don't even remember what Del Castle's mascot was. It was a bird, maybe a falcon. Oh, it was hawk. It was a hawk. Harry the Hawk, I think. But I can't confirm because I know my alma mater and like my undergrad was a hawk. So maybe I'm just projecting, but I'm not sure.
Del Castle, she really didn't care about y'all.
I really
did not. Really do not.
I really don't. Like, shout out to Miss Swain. Shout out to all my Del Castle heads, which is like one of you guys. But
1% of the population. Stand up.
Like Victoria and Amir, cause my boyfriend now. But other than that,
it's like a little shaky.
Yeah. So I don't really. Whatever. Okay. So. The next question, what celebrity do people say you look like?
You ever watch Catfish?
Yes.
You know the John Cammie that's on there with Neve, the black girl?
Yes.
Ashley tells me Ashley's my girlfriend, by the way. Shout out to my little boo. Thank you, boo. I love you so much. Cammie, the one that does the co-host with Neve, she tells me all the time, like, my vibe and just the way she looks, I kind of look like. But outside of that, I get a lot that I don't really look like anyone. You don't really look like anyone. I don't really look like no one. I look like Isis, man. Kind of more Isis, baby. Yeah. I'm my own person. But for the most part, I get like my vibe is similar to, or like my style is similar to, but actually like physically looking like someone. Maybe same body type, but when it comes down to my face and like my facial features, I don't think I look like no one.
Yeah. I don't really get anyone either. Like I get Cuban Link a little bit.
I gotta look at this girl.
But I think it's just because of the eyes. Because my eyes are very chinky. But I don't know if that's offensive. My eyes are very narrow.
Oh, I know who this girl is. Yeah, your eyes are chinky. Yeah. I always get the vibe that you're like a Haitian or a Creole.
As Isis would say, I'm the Black Mulan. So
yo, honestly, Cheresh literally looks like she's Blasian, but she's not.
But I'm not. But as far as I know.
I love like your cheekbones and so like the shape of your face. Like it's just like ting. It's not. And honestly, even in the camera, I see majority eyelash. Yeah. Your eyes are mad chinky.
My eyes are very small.
But they're cute, and you have the dimples. See, she got the dimples, and then I have like these big old eyes, and I got like this.
I was very insecure about my eyes for a long time because like I feel like I have a big nose and I have very full lips. So I was like, it's not even.
You look like a Bratz doll.
I do.
You literally look like a Bratz. She's a thick Bratz doll. She's fucking stacked.
I love it.
Stacked.
You're stacked.
I mean, hey, welcome to the podcast where we stack, baby.
Love it here.
We love it here.
But yeah.
Yeah, you look like a Bratz doll.
I get Cuban Link, but I don't really get
anyone.
Really.
You don't remind me of anyone.
But like growing up, I never thought I looked like anybody. Like I was insecure because I didn't see anyone that ever looked like me. So it was hard for me to think that I was pretty because there was nobody that looked like me that was considered pretty because there was no one that looked like me at all. So
yeah, I didn't really know, like growing up, I didn't know any like West Indian or Trinidadian influences like in the world. I mean, there was Nicki Minaj, but like I mean, there was Nicki Minaj. Like,
Yeah.
she was lit, but like, I didn't look like her. She looked more like you. She looked Asian.
Yeah.
So it's just like, I just really felt like, because my mom looks really Indian, and I feel like I have that, like an undertone of it. But then mixed with my dad, I don't know, they went crazy.
Yeah.
They went crazy.
The genes go crazy.
The genes go crazy. Oh man. Okay, and then I think there's one more, right?
Yep, you got one more and then I have one more.
Oh, not the Ritz falling all over the paper. Okay, so what is one thing in life you absolutely feel like you must accomplish? If absolutely nothing else, you have to accomplish this.
That's a great question. I'm gonna say I have to live out of state. Like, if I don't do anything else, I can't live in Delaware for my entire life.
I feel that.
Like, I have to experience life elsewhere for sure, because there's so much.
Yeah.
There's so much to do.
Man, if you guys didn't know, Delaware is the first state, and it's super small. A lot of times when you go out of state, you even have to tell people, like, we be like, I know for me personally, I'll be like, I'm from Philly or New York, just for niggas to even know where Delaware is at.
For sure.
But I'm telling you, like, Delaware's not lit, but there are some hidden gems as far as people in Delaware that are super lit, very talented. I just feel like we don't really have an outlet here.
Yeah.
So we have to like kind of create it ourselves.
It's like limited recognition for sure.
Yeah, it's definitely very small. You know that, I mean, your best friend from kindergarten is still your best friend now. Delaware is small as hell. I probably went to school with her best friend at some point. Don't even know it.
For real.
Yeah, so Delaware's small. I definitely feel you on that. For me, I was saying it's hard to choose between so many because I'm definitely very passionate about modeling and clothes. I would love to one day have like a small like clothing brand of just like, you know, a handful of things, maybe not anything too like crazy, but definitely graphic tees. I love streetwear.
Yes,
I love modeling. So anything that goes in between those, I definitely want to retire my mom. My mom, again, shout out to you if you're listening. She works so hard. She came to this country and literally busted her ass, and I just feel like she deserves to chill. Yeah. So that's another thing I really want to work for, like towards. Helping people take the next step to make their life better. For instance, I would do missionary trips. Like when I get on, like when life happens for me and I'm at the point where like, you know, I'm running my own show, I'm doing my own shit, I'm modeling, I have my merch, I do whatever. I want to be able to go to other places and help build those houses, help people, you know, make their life be better, because people are really out here living sad. Again, if you guys don't know, check out everything that's going on in Afghanistan and all those other countries, because you know, sometimes we complain about things and it could be a lot worse, man. It could be a lot worse. So that's one thing I'm super passionate about. I want to be able to give back one day in a lump sum, give back in a large amount, and really just help people like improve their quality of life. Yeah. Because overall, even though we live in a state where it's really boring, for me personally, I think I live a very good life. And you know, I think ultimately we're both blessed. I mean, we're sitting here in your home, my home, we both have roof over our head, and you know, not everyone is as fortunate to have things like that. You know, not trying to end it on like a sad note, but I just feel like, you know, I want to bring awareness to that too, and I want all you guys to do everything you can to just look into those situations, Afghanistan, things that are going on in Haiti. Just look outside of your own bubble and really see what's going on in the world and see what you can do to help everyone else.
Not you putting my one thing to shame. I want to get back to you guys.
Cheresh wants to get back as well.
Yeah.
All right, man. I just had to. It kind of just like when I was thinking about it, when I was writing this question, I was really thinking about the things that matter to me. And I know that sometimes I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the most knowledgeable in every single thing that's going on. Sometimes it's hard. So many things happen from a day-to-day basis. I mean, in the United States, outside of the United States, the world is so big. So to keep up with everything that goes on sometimes is a little hard. But I just know in my life, when I get to where I want to be, I want to make that a top priority, because there are people out here that really deserve better, and people that, you know, just can't escape their current situation, and I want to be someone that can help change those things. So alongside modeling and everything, and just inspiring people in general to chase their dreams, and you could really be anything you put your mind to. You could do anything you put your mind to, and just, you know, believe in yourself and be confident in yourself and in your decisions, and just see what you can do to be a better person, like I said, and make this world better. So, not me preaching.
She's such an angel.
Not me preaching.
Such an angel.
See, y'all think Leos are cold-hearted, but really, we got the biggest hearts, man.
The biggest hearts.
The biggest.
Okay, so the last question is, what is one thing that is often misunderstood about you?
Oh, one thing. I really feel like if you don't know me and you're talking to me, sometimes you won't understand. In the sense of, I feel like I express myself well, but I feel like sometimes, for instance, like if I'm telling a joke, people not gonna really get where I'm coming from unless they get my humor. I mean, I guess that's what everyone, but I just feel like communication wise, sometimes when I'm expressing myself, people don't understand me, and they take me as like I've gotten before, like, oh, you're a jumble brain. Mind you, that was like an old lady that said that to me. That's like an old concept, but you're a jumble brain. Like, I'm all over the place. And I think sometimes when I do talk, I can be a little all over the place, but if you really sit back and listen, there's a message behind there.
Yeah,
so
it's all connected.
Yeah, I feel like sometimes people don't have the patience to really hear me out, and so whatever message I'm trying to get across, whether it's serious or not, is just misunderstood.
Okay.
What about you?
I think it's misunderstood that I have to think. I think I'm just often misunderstood in general because I feel like a lot of people think I'm mean.
I'm not gonna lie, I feel like at my birthday dinner, I feel like my friends thought you were mean. I know that is a lot to drop on the podcast, but there was at one point in time when you were talking, and I felt bad because I was lit at that moment, and I couldn't further like really explain or wrap my head around it. But I feel like your facial expressions really do scare people. But again, she's a freaking sweetheart. If you get to know her, she's a genuine person. All right, so I think that wraps up our episode for today.
Yeah, that was
our Q&A.
That was a pretty good one. You learned a little bit about us. We learned some stuff about each other.
Yes, I learned some things about you today that I did not know before.
Yeah, this is an exciting beginning. The first episode of the season.
So if you guys made it all the way through the episode, we just want to say an extremely big thank you for taking the time out to listen to us today. There will be more episodes coming. Our next episode
will be about confidence. So we're gonna post episodes every Wednesday, so stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe, and make sure you follow the Instagram at fulltransparency.podcast, and we'll have that link below as well.
Yeah, we'll definitely have that link below. Like she said, follow the Instagram, follow our personal Instagrams as well, and you know, we'll see you guys next time.
See you next week.
Bye. Thanks for listening to this episode of Full Transparency. We would love to hear your feedback, so please leave us a review.
If you want to get a notification every time we post an episode, subscribe on Apple Music and Spotify. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram at fulltransparency.podcast for more updates.
See you next time. Bye.